Hello there and welcome to the Star Wars Showcase YouTube channel. Today we're taking a look at the Black Series Tusken Chieftain from the Book of Boba Fett. Let's get into it. Okay, so I found the Book of Boba Fett to be wholly mediocre, but I think this figure is really solid, as the Tusken Raiders I think were the best part of that whole series. And with us getting a Tusken Chieftain, I can only hope we are also getting the female Tusken warrior who kind of serves as a mentor to Boba Fett, as I thought she had a really cool design as well, and I'd love to see how they translate that, whether it be through soft goods or through molded plastic. But taking a look at our Tusken Chieftain, he comes with this one kind of gaffy spear accessory, as well as a really nice soft goods cloak and some extra bits and bobs that he is wearing around his neck. And so you will, of course, think, seeing this figure, this is very similar to our existing Tusken Raider. I'll pull those both up together on the screen in just a bit here. But looking at this guy, I believe his cloak here is custom to him, not only in his color scheme here, but also just in the general cut, the way it's fitting with the different sleeves. I can't really pull the whole thing off here, as it's actually kind of affixed in the back of his necklace. The cloak fits underneath that, so I'm stretching it out as much as I can without, having to redo all of that myself. But the Tusken Chieftain here is coming with a lot of unique elements, as his head sculpt is going to be unique to him, as well as the necklace and the different ornaments that he is wearing on his chest, and the pouches around his belt. Underneath the hood here, he is very similar to our existing Tusken Raider. I believe these are the same legs, the same feet. His hands have the same grip to them. He's got a trigger finger, even though he does not come with a rifle like our previous Tusken Raiders. And looking at this gaffy spear, this is a nice little accessory that certainly has a lot of that kind of Tusken Raider feel to it, and I think it is translated quite nicely. So a big props to Hasbro on making this and not just throwing like another gaffy stick or something like that into the mix. With that though, I wish this guy did come with an extra accessory or two, maybe one of those little black melons or a Tusken cycler rifle. Our other Tusken Raiders have, multiple options within that gaffy stick, so you're getting a little bit more with that existing figure already. Speaking of that, let's get them side by side so we can take a look here, as obviously with two Tusken Raiders, you're going to notice that they look similarly, just aesthetically speaking, but you'll see here now that the Tusken Chieftain does have a lot of unique elements to him, not only in that color scheme, but also in a lot of the molded plastic that's taking place on those outer robes, with the extra necklace piece that actually kind of pushes forward from his chest a little bit. So I think it's really cool to see some smart reuse of the existing mold here, while adding in the unique elements that make this, the unique Tusken Chieftain and not just the Tusken Raider with some other colors. So in terms of reuse, kind of repack arguments back and forth there, I think this is really smart for Hasbro to make a couple of improvements there to give us this nice standalone character. So let me know down in the comments below if you agree with these thoughts, if this is going to be a figure that you're picking up, or if maybe you wait for a clearance sale down the line. So thank you so much for watching, everyone. I appreciate your support here. If you were a fan of this content or a fan of this channel, please make sure to check out some of the other content that we've got up, as there are plenty of other reviews of Star Wars Black Series figures, as well as tips and tricks for improving action figures of your own.